So I started insulating without you guys, sorry. Got this ceiling all insulated now, and I've got some more insulation to do over here, and obviously over here, but before I got that insulation, I just want to show you guys the electrical we ran. So originally there was one 20 amp circuit in here already. And so we're going to use that, but I didn't think that was going to be enough, so luckily we had to tear open the walls anyway. So since the walls are nice and open, I figured we might as well put in some good electrical, man. Got some nice solid core. Got the light fixture up there. Gonna have a light fixture up there. Gonna be really sweet for video stuff when the time comes, I think. And then all the outlets I want. An outlet here for incubator, outlet here for racks, outlet here for the security camera. Long story short, now we have 3 20 amp circuits in here, which will be plenty. You can see the walls are up. I framed the walls. They're all in, ready to go. And over there in my truck, I've got 30 sheets of drywall ready to go up once I finish insulating the rest of these walls over here. So that's what we're doing today. If all goes really well, then I will have this whole room sheetrocked and possibly taped and mudded by the time the end of the workday comes. So here's to hoping. It's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work, but man, it's gonna be worth it when it's all done. So let's get some insulation up. This insulation stuff is some of the nastiest stuff on the planet that you can get on your skin, man, or breathe in, so you want to make sure you're fully protected when you're working on this crap. When you're putting your insulation around a wire like that, you want to make sure that you insulate on both sides of it. So you just got to split your insulation, put it down on either side of the wire. Real simple, but very important. Thing is, you don't want to shove it in there too heavily. You want to make sure that it's fluffy. Fluffy insulation is happy insulation. This thing that you see behind me on the floor is, for lack of a more imaginative name, a drywall lift. And just like it sounds, it's a lift for drywall. It makes it a lot easier if you got to put drywall on the ceiling by yourself, which is what I'm about to do. So let's put it together and I'll show you how it works. Lays up like that, then you grab a piece of drywall and throw it on there. And then you crank this crank. Bam! Take it right up to the ceiling. When you're doing drywall by yourself, there's really no other way to do this. I mean, you could use a lift with some sticks and get it up there and hold it in place, but this thing is just, obviously, as you can see, pretty sweet. Look at that. You get it positioned right where you want it, exactly where you want it, lined up exactly halfway on this rafter, joist, whatever, and exactly halfway on this joist. You screw them off. You don't have to mess with any kind of, like, imagine me holding that, trying to screw that in. Imagine anybody holding that while I'm trying to get it screwed in perfectly. This thing's a lifesaver. The ceiling is in. Well, it's tacked in. You see how I put my little lines up in there? It's my screw lines. Every 6 or 7 inches on the ceiling, you need to have screws so the ceiling doesn't come down on your head. I like to have them evenly spaced. Instead of measuring it out completely, I snap a line all the way down, so that I can do some easy screwing. So I'm gonna go screw off the ceiling, and then I'm gonna get in the rest of the walls, and then it's gonna be time to mud after that. So my goal right now, get this ceiling screwed off, get these walls up, We're getting there. For those of you that are wondering why am I wearing a mask while I'm drilling this stuff in, take a look at this. See, there's no way I'm gonna breathe that gypsum powder in. Other people might be okay with it, but I personally like to keep my lungs nice and fresh. Almost done. It's a new day, and hopefully I can get the drywall done. I got, of course, all the ceiling in yesterday, and got this wall in here, and I got the other wall, and hopefully it goes pretty smooth, and we can move right along this puppy, because man, I'm getting kind of tired. Yes! 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 That piece of rock has the most outlet holes in it of any of the pieces, and I had to cut that in short to 91 3/4 inches, and it fit perfectly. Perfect fit. Oh, thank you. All right, who knows what day it is anymore. I've been in here working on this thing for quite some time. You can see I've got the walls somewhat mudded. I'm gonna do my last coat today. I hope. See, some of it, this is the end of yesterday where I was like, okay, I'm over it, and it looks, you know, pretty bad. But I'm gonna scrape that off with a knife and do a better job on my last coat, I hope. I don't know how many days we're into this now. I've lost track of all time and space, and hey man, I didn't bring you along for the whole mudding adventure because I was cursing this mud yesterday. I was just cursing it loudly. I'm hoping my neighbors didn't hear me because I was loud. Maybe I should have filmed it. Maybe you guys would have got a kick out of that, or maybe you would have seen me in a completely different light. But there was a couple moments when I was kicking the wall, pounding on it, like a young kid throwing a tantrum, a very, very young child. But we're getting closer. This beam, you know, that was in there, that's tough to cover up and make it look nice, so. But then, you know, I was also thinking like this wall over here, this existing wall, it's like, you know, look at this. You got this stuff like this, and that stuff like that. But to my buddy Dan's point, he was saying, you know, you're gonna come back in here, you're gonna look at the job you did, and you can compare it to the old job and be like, see, that's the old job. This is the new job. You did a much better job than the old job. So he has a point. I'm gonna be in here every day looking at it, filming videos, and I'll look at spots on the wall and be like, yep, that was crap, I could have done that better. So, all right, I'm gonna make it nice. I'm gonna make it nice, and hopefully one of these days I'll start vlogging again. All right, next day, sorry I didn't bring you guys with me to texture these walls, but oh man, this camera's already got all kinds of drywall dust in the lens, and I'd like to keep it for longer than a month and a half this time without having to send it back to the shop. You know what I mean? I mean, geez. But yeah, I've got all the texture on the walls. It's looking pretty decent if you ask me. And man, I got the tape down there. I think we're about ready to paint. I'm gonna get the first layer of primer on, then I'm gonna paint the walls with TCO color and paint the walls. I like it. And get a floor in, and then be ready to roll these snakes inside. Finally, finally, finally. Man, this has been some hard work, let me tell you what. Instead of getting my camera all messy, I think we should just, what do you think? Paint these walls, get these floors in, let's go.
Take